Hello and welcome back to Learning English. My name is Thekla Uzozie and today we're going to be learning about the vowel sounds. Now, there are 26 letters of the English alphabet, and out of these 26 we have 5 vowels, and these vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Now, oftentimes when we hear vowels or vowel sounds, we typically refer to these 5 letters. We usually say a vowels is equal to A, E, I, O, U. But vowels can also or refer to these sounds as well, the vowel sounds of the English language. Now, there are 44 sounds in the English sound system, and we have 20 vowels and 24 consonant sounds. We'll talk about consonants some other time, but for today, for the sake of today's lesson, we're going to be treating the vowel sounds. What are vowel sounds? Vowel sounds are sounds that are produced without any restriction. That is to say, during their production, there is no restriction of air from the vocal tract. I'll take, for instance, this sound, E. E. The air flows out freely without any blockage. Now, you check, when you look at the sound, the consonant sound, B, B, you see that the air is restricted at some point during the production. Now, there are 2 types of vowel sounds. There are 2 types of vowels, and they are the single vowels, also known as the monophthongs, or the pure vowels, and the diphthongs, or the impure vowels. Now, these monophthongs are known as the single vowels because, as you can see, they are all single sounds. All of them are single. And the diphthongs, you can see, are a combination of 2 vowel sounds to make a single sound. Now, we see this chart on the board. This may look quite confusing, but these sounds are arranged in this manner to help you in the pronunciation or knowing how to pronounce these vowels. Now, the sounds here, during production, the mouth is a little bit closed. Now, when you say E, the mouth is not very open during the production. And the sounds on the second row, the mouth is a little more open during the production. Eh. For this sound, you say eh, eh. And you can see that the mouth is a little more open. And for this last row of sounds, you can see that these ones, when during their production, you pronounce them with your mouth open. It's wider than the previous 2. So for this sound, you say eh, eh. And this, you can say ah, ah, as in blood, ah, blood. So now let us finish with the monophthongs. Now for this sound, the E sound. Remember I said for all these sounds here, the first row, the mouth is somewhat closed during production. For the sounds here, the mouth is a little more open. It's more open than it was in the production of these sounds. And these sounds are produced with the mouth more open. It's very open. The mouth is usually very open during the production. Now, when you look at, we've checked the rows, and then let's look at this columns. Now, these sounds here, when you produce them, your tongue is closer to your teeth. E. This sound here, your tongue moves farther down. E. And then for the sounds in the third column, you have U. Yes, your tongue is farther back. And then by the time you get to these sounds here, your tongue is at the back of your throat. It's farthest down your throat. Ooh. So when you're thinking about vowels, you look at them this way to make it easier for you. The sounds here, the mouth is somewhat closed. For the sounds here, the mouth is a little bit open. And for the sounds here, it's wide open. Now let's look at examples. E. Now you should also note that for the sounds that have these two dots in front of them, they are long vowels. Now, these are the long vowels of the English language. So now let's move to the examples. E. E. E, as in feel. See. Sheep. Now this is the shorter version of this. E. It's a short vowel, so you just E. E. Now you have E as in wheat, since, sit. So you have the sounds here. And now, for this sound, this is the shorter version of this. Now you have book, and it is pronounced So you have book, cook, took. Now, let us use this few that we have treated in sentences. So you have E, feel. I feel very happy. See. I see a cat. Sheep. There is a sheep over there. Now, wit. She has a lot of wit. Wit means somebody who is quick to express themselves and is quite funny. Now, since. I have been here since 4 a.m. Sit. Sit down. And you have this sound, book. I have a book. Cook. She is a cook. Took. He took my pen. Now let's go to this sound, the oo sound. Oo. Oo sound. Now this is the longer version of this. And you see it in words like to. I am going to school. Who is that? New. I have a new shoe. Now we move over to this sound, the sound. As in met, bet, lend. So the sound is contained in, can be found in met, bet, and lend. Now we move to the sound. Sound. This sound is pronounced as in about, about. The sound is here in the word the. You have alone, alone. Now we move to this sound. This sound is the sound. The sound. So you can find it in shirt, shirt, sir, worth. So these are the examples of words you can find this sound in. So we go over to the O sound. O. O. And this is a long vowel, so it is produced with a little bit of stretch. Now you have worm, war, word. So we move over to this sound, and this is pronounced as in man, 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 send, mass, band. So you say men, men, send, band. So this sound is pronounced this is the sound, sound. So you say, you can find it in blood, blood, bus, come. So this is not pronounced come. It is pronounced come, come here. So this is the sound, the sound. Now you have another example, but, but. So we have the sound, sound. So we have father, father. This sound is a long vowel as well. So we have father, father, as in my father is here. Calm, I am calm. And then you have half, as in half. I have half a loaf of bread. So this sound is the short version of this. So we have not, off, from, on, not, off, from, on. Now, we move over to the diphthongs. These are also known, like I said before, as the impure vowels. Now, during the production of the diphthongs, it's not like the single vowels that you produce at a go. The tongue glides. Because it's a combination of two sounds, the tongue glides from one sound to another. There's a sort of gliding from one sound to another. Now, for this sound, this is a combination of I and this sound Now, these two sounds, when you are producing them, you have to glide from this to this. And because this sound is the short E, but for the sake of the diphthongs, it is between the long and the short E. So it's kind of like longer. It's longer than the short E. So we have it in. So the sound is ear, ear, ear. So we have it in year, here, and ear, like our ear. Now, you have this sound. You have as in This sound is and it can be found in power, sure. Now we have this sound, the air, and this is found in where, hair, pair, air. Now that's it for this sound. Now we move over to this. And this is a combination of two sounds, just like all others. And this is A. So we have they, say, play. That is A. They, say, play. Now we have oi, the oi. So the oi sound is found in oil, boy, toy. Now we have the I sound, as in by, time, light. We have the O sound. So we go, no, only. Now we have the ow sound. And the ow sound is contained in out, brown, down. Now, the diphthongs, as you can see, are 8 in number. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with the 12 monophthongs, they make 20 vowel sounds of the English language. Now, another thing you should know about vowel sounds is that during the production of vowel sounds, the vocal cords vibrate. Now, each of these sounds, when you are pronouncing them, if you feel your vocal cords, if you touch here, you are going to feel a vibration. Now, you say ear, ear, ear. If you do this with me, you will notice that there is a vibration here. So, we said that the vowel sounds are 20 in number. And of course, we have the vowels of the English language, and they are A, E, I, O, U. But do not let this confuse you. Do not let it confuse you. because the vowels and the vowel sounds, you can call the vowel sounds vowels as well. So when you hear vowel, you should think about the vowels, the letters of the English language, and the vowel sounds as well. Now, there is another interesting thing about sounds. For you to be able to distinguish between a sound, from an ordinary letter, you have to either enclose them in this form or in slant lines. So when you are writing sounds, you always enclose them in slant lines to make it known that this is a sound. Because when I write this, if I write this if I just write this and I do not enclose it, it is not a sound. I haven't made it known that it is a sound. It could be a letter, although it has the colon in front of it. But if you include it, if you enclose it in the slant lines, it makes it a sound. So that is it about the vowel sounds of the English language. And this has been Learning English. And I am Thekla Uzozie. See you next time.